tell by the title, I was scammed. Not okay. I'm okay. Let me rephrase that. I was not scammed because I'm not stupid. A person on here and tried to scam me, and I will give out the name soon because it's fucking fake. So I had someone comment on my thing saying, "Hey, you know, do you have an email for business?" Right? Mind you, guys. You know, okay. Wait. Let's just continue. Oh, guys, I need coffee so bad. I have a fucking headache. The weather's changing here, and my asthma is like getting so bad. So today was like back day. When you do back day, it's a big body part. So you're like, you know, you're breathing really hard, and excuse my hair. My hair is like falling. My face is being stupid. Now I don't want to put it up in a band because I have a headache. But anyway, so I don't know, weeks ago or something like that, someone messaged me saying, "Hey, do you have a email so I could email you in a, like basically like in a business way?" So I was like, "No, I don't." And then they emailed me again like, "Hey." So I was like, "Okay, well, how did that person get my email anyway?" Oh, I think that person, or the name is Amy on YouTube. It's Amy Perry. The picture just looks weird. It's just, I don't know. Like the person just got a YouTube channel. Just okay. So I want y'all guys to tell me if you think it's phony, or you know, should I give it a chance? Which I'm not stupid. I'm not giving it a chance. But I want to know y'all's opinion, right? So this person was like, "Hey, so I emailed her back, her supposedly, and I was like, "Hey, so what is it that you wanted?" And she sent me again, Amy Perry, said, "Yeah, we're a business, worldwide model agency, you know, stuff like that. We work with Maxim, Playboy, and all that stuff, right?" And for me, I'm very like, all the time when people message me this kind of stuff, I'm like, you know, I've modeled for people before, and they're serious. They'll FaceTime you, all that stuff. So wait, I was like, okay. So I check out the website. By the way, it's in construction, and it says worldwide, but then they fucked up because they put like they're in California, they're in this, and all like out that way, like in the States. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm in Germany, right? And they're like, well, did you see it's a worldwide agency? And all of a sudden it's just being like redone again. But the pictures look so fucking fake. If you work with Maxim, like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't enough for me. So I said, okay, well, for me, if I was a model agency, okay, so in case y'all guys are asking, how did that person find you, right? On YouTube, right? I never done a model thing to talk about on YouTube or whatever. So she said, Amy Perry said, one of her colleagues or whatever came across my video, which for me is like, what video? If y'all are a huge magazine people and y'all work on, you know, with Playboy and Maxim and fitness things and all that stuff, how did you come across like, what were you looking at? My boob job video, my hitting the balls video, and all of, okay, so right, so check it out. So, oh, thank you, so nice. Sorry, I'm driving home and this guy had the right of way, but he stopped for me because I'm so beautiful. And then, so anyway, check this out. So to me, that was a little weird that one of the guys found me and then told Amy Perry and was like, check this girl out, she could definitely be a model. But you can't even see my fucking body. I've never stood up really in my videos, right? Okay, so for me, it's still fishy. Like I said, I've modeled for people before, and it's very like, we want you, you know what I mean? Like, or I've just done like little people who are like starting off and they just want me to do like for the portfolios and stuff for their books, and then they'll give me pictures for free, you know? They're not paying me, but I can't explain it. To get paid, like I'm getting free pictures, like amazing pictures, and I've done some already, and in fact I'm doing another one. So I'm like, okay. So I said, how would you, me being in Germany, right? That didn't really it wasn't answered. It was just like, okay, if you're interested, you know, I want to know like your height and stuff for a test shoot. Portfolio test shoot. So what the fuck does a test shoot mean? Oh, does that mean like you want me to send pictures of my body to you? I don't fucking think so. I said, look, all you do is give me your email, Katy Perry, or Kim Perry, or I forgot what the fucking name is, And I was like, if this is real, wouldn't you like FaceTime me? You know what I mean? Like, how do you expect for, and the fact that this person, Amy, which is, I'm pretty sure is a fucking guy, is scary. It's scary, guys, because these females fall for it. All they see is, we've worked with Playboy, Maxim, and like, how, if you work with Playboy and Maxim doesn't really go looking for girls. You know what I mean? They don't look for girls unless like they see somebody at Hooters or something like that. But just me out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like in YouTube, I don't have like a lot of subscribers. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I said, okay, if this is you, I need proof. I'm not just gonna send my pictures. So I said, let's FaceTime Kate, you know, Kate Perry or whatever. And I didn't get back to me. I'm like, hello, did you get my email? Didn't get back to me till this early in the morning. I got the email and it said something like, oh, sorry, for some reason it went to my trash. She's like, I take my job very serious and some other shit, and if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm like, I said, can we FaceTime? If that picture is your picture on YouTube, then I should see that face in FaceTime. It was more easy for that Kate Perry, Miss Perry, to say, it's okay, fine, we don't have to do it. You want me to send a test shoot? What the fuck does a test shoot mean? A test shoot from my phone? You know what I mean? Like, how professional. You work with Maxim and Playboy and all this stuff, which for most girls are gonna be like, oh my god, they work for Maxim Playboy, and there's gonna be a Playboy shoot in Brazil, which she also told me. And they'd be like, okay, so anyways, we need a test shoot. What the fuck does a test shoot mean? You know, so for me, guys, it's very scary. Like, at least FaceTime me, because the picture that's on YouTube of Kate Perry, I better see that same fucking face when I FaceTime you. And it's disgusting, because I don't believe you, and I know you're seeing this video, Kate Perry, but if this is real, then I apologize. I'd be the bigger person. But you just send me a fancy email with big known names, Playboy, Maxim. You talk about Brazil and, you know, stuff like that, and be like, test shoot. Can you at least FaceTime me? Like, if you're serious, why don't you freaking FaceTime me so I can see your face, and let's talk this way instead of email? Because you have a picture and you would try to make it sound so flashy by saying, oh, we work with magazines like Maxim, Playboy. When you say you work with, what does that even mean? You know what I mean, guys? So for me, I'm not that type of girl who's stupid. It's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be famous, like I'm gonna be on a magazine. Because all you say, you throw an email at me with big words. I see you, okay, again, Maxim, Playboy, you know, huge magazines, right, guys? And then you see their website and it's like, you work with them and you're not explaining, it wasn't in really detail, like, what do you do with Maxim and Playboy? So guys, please, in the comments, you know, tell me what you think. You know, Kate Perry, you know, this is my YouTube. Obviously, your person came to me because I'm fucking crazy. So if you don't like this, I'm sorry, but you can't be doing that shit, man. That's disgusting. Like, you need to get a real job. You need to, you know what I mean? That's disgusting. What does a test shoot mean? And if you're saying you take your job seriously, then why aren't you FaceTiming me? I can FaceTime you, you know, so I could see that picture of you on YouTube, Kate Perry, whatever your name is, that I'm gonna see the exact same face. And you were so quick to give up on me and be like, well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I take my job serious. I take my body serious. I'm not gonna just send my phone and pictures of my body to you, you know, like. And then you're saying worldwide. So what does a test shoot mean? You're not getting into detail. It just sounds to me like any other person who contacted me on Snapchat, said, hey, I'm a huge photographer, blah blah blah, can you send me and then they try to make it sound legit by saying, I need your waistline, how tall you are, how, you know, your hands, your feet, and like, they sound real professional, and then they say, can you send me pictures? What the fuck? You know, and I feel so bad for these girls, and I really hope, guys, try to like this video. Whoever watches this video, please like this. The reason y'all guys like this is that when people look up scam or whatever, they'll come across my video, and maybe someone could be smart. These poor girls believe it, and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be on Playboy. No, it was never said I was gonna be Playboy. They work for Playboy and Maxim. So the link is worldwide something agency, but then when you look them up, I don't find them. And I told her that. I said, I looked you up, I can't find you. She's like I said, our website is in construction. But you've been in this business for how many years, and your website looks like crap. It looks so cheap. Like, I feel like my son could make a better website. I don't give a crap if your thing is is your website is in construction. Guys, when you go to the website, it was like Asians, nudes, and then when you click on it, you don't click on anything. It was more like nudes, you know. And I'm like, this sounds more like fucking porn. It sounds like someone who goes around scamming women because they don't have a fucking life, and then they lie, and then they use a woman's picture on their YouTube channel of Kate Perry or whatever. And then I ask you a simple question: can we FaceTime? If you take your job serious, then why couldn't you FaceTime me? Guys, this is real scary. I was telling my husband about it, and then my husband's like, you better watch out. And I'm like, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not just gonna have someone say, yeah, I work for Playboy magazine, you know. And then these poor girls fall for it, and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like someone huge, you know. No, guys, you gotta watch out for that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a woman FaceTime, there's women out there who scam people too, just to get like free nudes and then sell them online and shit. You know, it's disgusting. So I'm sorry, and I know you're watching this video. I don't care what you have to say. Like, you didn't seem legit. You throw around big names like Playboy and Maxim, and then I'm just supposed to fall for it. And then you're like, and then when I said, hey, I'm in Germany, how would that work? That's all. You didn't finish with, oh well, we will fly you out. And then she put something in there like, you know, the shoots can cost anywhere from $35,000. Any young girl or any dumb girl would be like, oh my god, that's me, I'm gonna be so famous. And I'm just like, that $35,000 didn't make me yes, what can I do? And then the next step is test shoot. So are you gonna come out here and shoot me, or is it I have to send you pictures? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna fall for that. It's disgusting, it's degrading, it's, you know, get a fucking job. Get a job. And if you want to be a fucking perv, you know, you can be a photographer. You can go online at Craigslist and be like, hey, I'm a photographer, I just take pictures of girls naked. Girls are willing to do that. They're fucking willing to do that just to get some fucking pictures. You know what I mean? Why don't you do it that way? Stop trying to get people across the world to send you fucking pictures. You know what I mean? Like, for me, Perry, it's very hard for me to understand that you were a legit, you know, you were a real company. Your website, I'm sorry, that website looked like crap. It did. You couldn't click on anything. Why is your website in construction again? But you've been a company for how many years? And the pictures that were on there, when I told you the pictures look stolen, your response was, well, I told you, you know, it's under construction. But why do your pictures look stolen? And if you work for hot magazines like that, why were the pictures were just of like a normal person? You know what I mean? Like, it was just very, very weird, very, you know. So I had to make a video about it. I had to make a video, you know. And as soon as they, you know, the picture of Kate Perry or Katy Perry or whatever her name is, I'm just gonna call you Perry, Perry. When you first messaged me about like a business deal, it was very, you know, it's like, for me, I didn't believe it. So I was like, that's why I said no, email, no. So you give me your email, and I was like, okay, well, let me check it out. And it was just, like I said, the website was crap. You know, the last thing was you ignored was, hey, let's FaceTime. I'll FaceTime you. I want to see that face. I want to see the exact same face. A lady with long black hair. You're serious about your job. And I mean, do you work? Or is this really your job? You know, like, and it's kind of sad because I wonder if you do this to a lot of girls. And I see that you have some subscribers. I hope those are not the women that you try to scam. You know, I don't understand like why somebody who is a huge business company would make a YouTube channel but not have any videos on it or anything. It's just to go on there and look at people. You don't think that, Perry, you don't think that's a little fishy to me? Like, does Playboy have a YouTube channel and they go getting on girls on there? Like, they message them like, hey, we want you to model. All you told me is you work for those people, but you have